Good morning. Welcome to the Civil War News. So today I'm going to ask you some questions about your life.
All right, let's get started.
Okay, so William, why were you named Shawnee Chief?
Well, my father gave me my middle name as a nod to the Shawnee Chief Tecumseh. The name Tecumseh means great warrior.
Well, Mr. Sherman, do you mind telling us about your childhood?
No, I was born in a prominent family in Lancaster, Ohio on February 8th, 1820. I grew up with 11 other siblings. My father died when I was 9 years old. He left my family with few finances.
Now that you told me about your childhood, do you mind telling us about your early military career?
Sure, I was appointed to the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. I spent my time stationed in California as an executive officer.
What about your service in the Civil War?
I was appointed colonel in the 13th U.S. Infantry. I fought in the first battle in Bull Run, in which Union troops were badly beaten. I was sent to Kentucky and became deeply pessimistic about the war. The press described me as insane, so I suffered from a nervous breakdown.
How was life after the war?
I retired from the Army and lived in St. Louis before moving to New York.
William, how did you pass away and where were you buried?
I died of pneumonia and I was buried in Calvary Cemetery in St. Louis.
Who did you marry?
I married Ellen E. Wing, my foster sister, after my father's death. We got married in 1850 at Washington, D.C.
How many children did you have?
I had 8 children. 2 of my children died, and all of the other 6 lived to adulthood.
Tell us about your career in business.
Well, after I left the military in 1853, I went to San Francisco and ran a bank.
Could you tell us a little more about it?
Sure, I was left humiliated because my military friends had entrusted money to me to help cover their losses. I eventually liquidated some $20,000 worth of my assets.
Well, thank you, William, for coming out here and describing your life.
No problem. I enjoyed coming out here for this interview.